Parenting skills for the real world. Fun and joy category. Oh, but before we get in on the fun, I have to quiz you. Do you remember 3 caring habits? Are you adding at least one into your day? What's the caring habit that I'm working on the most right now? Listening. Ding, 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 ding. There's also supporting, encouraging, accepting, trusting, respecting, negotiating differences, and I'm just going to go straight into magnanimous. Because I can't say it the other way. I need to practice. Reminder, each category that we go over is unique to each person. That's a big part of what this program is about, is seeing your own unique needs, accepting yourself for who you are. Even if you want to improve yourself each day, that's fine, but seeing yourself with your unique needs, as well as the degree of importance to your unique needs, and that they are going to be different than every other human being on the planet, because life is just that complicated. But it's way more simple if you're aware and you just chill out and accept it. So fun and joy. You might think this is super self-explanatory, but when I was at the choice theory seminar for this, I have a really interesting story. One of the people that was sitting there stopped and said, "Well, I don't have fun. I don't do fun things." And when they were looking at it, they were thinking about partying and very social things. But that's not what this is. What this is what do you enjoy? And that's what we asked. So what is it that you like to do that you enjoy? And she liked to read books. She liked to research data and information. Now, mind you, not everybody would find this fun. However, I love history. For me, I love reading firsthand primary sources. Those are not easy reads. Definitely, if you're about to go to bed, you can have a snooze fest reading some of those books in the linguistics that is being used for the verbiage that you read. But I enjoy it. But I also enjoy a Nelson DeMille novel or a Clive Cussler novel, just something chill, fun, and relaxing and adventurous. I can vary on what I find fun and what I derive joy from. So what is it that you have enjoyment in? How do you like to play? I work with kids kindergarten through 5th grade. I get to play all day. I get to wear pajamas on pajama day. I love my job. I get to give upside down hugs and tickle them when it's super appropriate. It can only go up to 2nd grade. Once they hit 2nd grade, it starts to get a little heavy for the upside down hugs. What is your recreation? Do you like to just watch Netflix? I'm not going to say it. Not going to say that phrase. Just chill out and binge watch it? Are you waiting for the countdown to Stranger Things like I am right now? It's not that far to go. Do you have fun in learning? And this doesn't have to be academics. Do you like learning a new hobby? Someone wants to learn gardening and may love that, while another person just looks at it as grunt work. I love to sew, and one of the reasons why I love to sew is there's always something new to learn about that particular hobby. I will never be able to learn everything there is to know about sewing, in my lifetime, and that's one of the things I love about it, because I love learning. I also love cooking and baking, and again, because there's so many new things to learn, so many new recipes out there, and with technology nowadays, the lightning speed that we can share about the things we like to learn about is very fast. Look at this. This is a workshop that was only served to parents in the Houston area, and you could be anywhere in the world right now and be listening to it. And in the next coming months, I'm working on translating it into other languages. How exciting is that? Laughter. I have a friend that I work with at school. She's a teacher, and she has the most amazing laugh. What makes you laugh? I want to record her laugh, because hearing her laugh just makes me smile and laugh. And sometimes I laugh at my own jokes. I like things that are pretty punny, and that's just something that's fun. Celebrations. I love birthdays, but other people I've found, because I'm the birthday queen at school, I love to put streamers and swirlies and tell everybody it's your birthday, tell every kid in the school, go tell Miss Kennedy it's her birthday. Oops, Miss Kennedy almost called in sick this year for her birthday. Why? Because she doesn't like people drawing a lot of attention to her birthday. You know what? That's about me wanting to celebrate. So I told her, thank you so much for telling me that that's really not how you like to celebrate your birthday. And next year, I'm going to get her a quiet, calm gift card and a birthday card and just leave it on her desk and let her treat herself that way and not make a huge ordeal, because I want to celebrate in the way that fulfills her needs, because I understand that I don't have to celebrate in the way that fulfills my need, because there's plenty of people out there. My friend Michelle Vanetta loves swirlies everywhere, inside and outside of her room, and tons of big, bright, shiny things. And that's why it's great to have different people in your life to fulfill different needs in different ways. Exploration is a huge way that I have fun. I love going on hikes. I love traveling, and it doesn't have to be to exotic locations. I just love going to new places and exploring. Having a sense of humor. This is a huge one. If you're not a little bit of a dork, in case you didn't notice, I'm a little bit of a dork. Not a little bit of a goofy goober, something. You gotta have a little bit of a sense of humor, because if you're not, if you've lost that sense of humor, you're kind of edging on the brink of something that starts with an A or a B and it's not the alphabet. All right, have a sense of humor, and it's okay if your sense of humor is a little bit different. But if your only form of humor that you find is mean, like mean memes, which, hey, they're funny. Okay, I have a very sarcastic sense of humor and I like that kind of stuff too. But if that's the only time that you laugh and have a sense of humor is when it's at the expense of others and it's mean, then maybe you might want to look around. I think your sense of fun is waning just a little bit. And the ability to laugh at yourself. In case you didn't notice, I laugh at myself all the time. I understand I'm not going to be perfect when I say my lectures and read my scripts, and I'm going to stumble over a few words, and that's okay. I don't have to stop and start and spend hours and hours and hours, because it doesn't change the effect that it has on you guys to get the information. And I can laugh at myself and also embrace the fact that even though I'm really good at this and I know this information and I am absolutely amazing at helping parents and children have a stronger relationship and improve behavior in both parents and children, I can laugh at myself and I am not perfect. Spontaneity, being spontaneous. Some people love this and other people hate it. And you can also vary in a subjective way on what your definition of spontaneous is. I've been single to where someone might say they want to call up that day and make a date or make plans, and I'm not comfortable with that. I usually have plans several days in a row. I'm very, very particular on who I give my time to. Right now, in order to create this workshop, I'm working a full-time job as a teacher, and I'm also teaching English as a second language online, about 20 hours a week, and all the money from that is going to fund getting this started and up and going. So essentially, I'm working 3 jobs right now. So when someone just wants to call me last minute, that's generally not going to work for me. Occasionally it might, but in general it doesn't. And honestly, my definition of spontaneity or being spontaneous is maybe you've already have plans. Maybe a married couple's like, hey, we're going to do something this weekend. Definitely. We have a babysitter. And then one of the people says, hey, let's hop in the car and do a road trip. I would love that. That's being spontaneous. But you kind of already had that time eked out for that person. If someone is always contacting me last minute wanting to make plans or asking for things, a favor or something, I actually don't consider that spontaneous. If they do it all the time, it's actually a very structured routine and habit for that person. So, and that might work for a lot of people, but it doesn't work for me. And so someone who likes to call me last minute for their needs isn't going to get a lot of my time. And the big important part about that is, though, That's just a difference in how we fulfill our needs. I'm not mad or angry at that person. I'm just going to have to accept that I don't get to spend a lot of time with that person because I'm not comfortable with the way they make plans. And a positive outlook on life. Oh my goodness, that can be a really great way to have fun and joy. Life throws you so many lemonades. It doesn't just give them to you, it chunks them to you right in the face. You don't have to look for things that suck, for things to complain about and things to gripe about. But making an effort to find the things that you do have, and I know sometimes you got to dig deep. Sometimes you have to go for the basics. I have air in my lungs. I have a roof over my head. I have food on my table, and I have clothes on my back. Because not everybody on this planet has all of those things right now. And that doesn't mean I have to lower the bar, so to speak, in what I want on achieving in my life. That doesn't mean that's the only thing I want. I've told you I want to create an entire compound that's training adults and parents and children with special needs so that they can have independent lives one day. And notice I don't use the term normal because there's no such thing, in my opinion, as a normal life. But I know a lot of parents who are in fear that their children's behaviors are going to prevent them from having a normal life. And they fear what's going to happen to their children once they're gone on this earth. And there's a lot of things that can be done with just information and knowledge that can allow that independence to take place. And that's what I want to do. I definitely want more than just air in my lungs and a roof over my head, food over on the table, and some clothes on my back. But at the same time, as I'm working towards those things, I need to stop and appreciate and be grateful what I do have right now. Remember, the happiest people on earth that don't have the best of everything, they make the best of what they've got. So what does fun and joy look like to you? I've just told you very intimately and very big sense of vulnerability right now. What does fun and joy look like to me? When I was talking about those things, did you distinctly think, no, I don't agree with her on being spontaneous, or how I like to explore? Remember, having a highly strong negative or completely opposite reaction to what I'm talking about isn't going to hurt my feelings. You don't have to worry about it. Deluded self-confidence has taken me very far. However, it tells you a lot about yourself, and that's okay. Write it down. Think about it. And also, what does fun and joy look like to them, to your children, to your child, to your spouse, someone you're dating, to your coworkers? What does it look like?